YouTube channel. We are at my new home right now, so I want to take you guys on a little tour today. I'm super excited. We have not moved in yet. Everything is extremely empty right now. We're slowly starting to, today, literally, move a few things just kind of here and there. There's a lot of space to fill in this place, which I will show you guys here in just a minute, but it is absolutely stunning. I am so happy we ended up getting this place. I will give you kind of a run through of that process and how it happened, but first let's go on a tour and show you guys the place. So this is going to be one of the main living rooms. There's actually two separate living rooms here, which I'll show you both, but this is gonna be our main, so as soon as you walk into the door, this will be our main. So we're still trying to decide exactly what we want to do with the place, but I'm thinking we're going to do the TV on this wall and then have the couch and all the little other, accessories over here. And then we have the half bath, which is going to be down here, which I absolutely love. I just love all the marble and then just kind of the way that they designed this is so beautiful. So this is just going to be the little downstairs bathroom. And then when you come over here, this is going to be our main dining area, which is absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with this little chandelier. It's freaking, just every little thing in here, which is, you'll see as I take you along, but every little detail, the detail in this place is just so cool. I think the reason that I was so intrigued by this house was just the uniqueness of it, the way that the layout is, and just all of the little fixtures and things that they've done with it. It's just very creative and just different. I haven't found a house like this ever, so it's just really cool. And then my favorite place in the house, which would be the kitchen. This is stunning. Everything in here is brand new. We are the first people that are gonna be using this. So literally brand new appliances, no one has touched them. Actually, none of this stuff has even ran before. Obviously water and stuff like that has been ran, but as far as the dishwasher, they have a little thing over here too, a little, it's a wine cabinet or a drink cabinet, little refrigerator, mini refrigerator. It's so cute. So yeah, again, brand new, nothing has ever been in there before. And then of course dishwasher is brand new, and stoves and ovens. So yeah, I'm super excited. The owner was showing me this. He was actually turning everything on because he was making sure that it worked, just because nobody has used it before. So yeah, I'm super excited, just the fact knowing that we're the first people that are gonna be in here that's using everything, which is really cool. And then this place, which I love this wall, it's so pretty. So this is gonna be another little, I wanna call it a smaller living room, our kind of our hangout, a little hangout spot that we can come chill in and do some work in or do whatever we want. They have this fireplace right here, and you just flip this switch and the fireplace turns on. It's really pretty. And then you have this for the TV. So they already mounted that, so now we just have to put the TV on there. And I'm excited to decorate this place. I've already been trying to digitally use AI to help me design it and see what I like and kind of just give me ideas of what I want to do. But yeah, so that's gonna take some time just because there's so much area to fill. But let's move on to upstairs. And then that door is for the garage, so the garage is out that way. Okay, so now we are on the second floor. There is 3 floors to this, so this is gonna be the second floor. And we have just the washer and dryer over here, and then all of the rooms are on this floor. So we have our guest bathroom. So this is gonna be one of the bathrooms, it's a full bathroom. Then we have 2 rooms here, which this room is really cool. It's a little bit smaller. This is the smaller guest bedroom, and then we have another guest bedroom that's just a little bit bigger. So I haven't decided, this will probably be an office space. I'm still trying to figure out that part, but I do think that I'm gonna do more of an office in here. This will be guest bedroom. And then let's take you to my second favorite spot. So, double doors, which I love. I think this is so cool. So this is the whole master bedroom. So you open the doors here. When you walk in this is like its own separate little thing, which also has another floor to it, which is just so cool. So this is gonna be like a little area, has the fireplace here, which is really nice, which also goes into our master bedroom. And then when you go up the stairs, you have like a loft up here. It's so cool. The loft that's above our bedroom. So I'm thinking this is gonna be like our posing areas, like where we do our check-ins. You know, if I have in-person clients or anything like that that want to pose, I'm gonna make this like decked out, I think, and like an area for us to pose, because it's a perfect amount of space, and with all the lighting and whatever we're gonna use, like the backdrops and stuff like that, we'll just like create it. But yeah, they have like these little lights up here. It's like, it's so nice. But again, these are all just little ideas that I've like come up with. We still are trying to figure out exactly what we want to do, but this is just kind of like what I'm envisioning, like whenever I saw the place. But I really do like this area, because I thought this could also be an office. So I'm still debating on if I want to do an office here and do a posing room in a different room. But I really like this space. I just think it's super unique. Okay, now you come up these little steps, and this is the master bedroom, which is very good sized bedroom. And I love that it has the fireplace on both sides. So, and again, you just flip the switch and it turns on. It's just really pretty, and it just feels like cozy. You know, I think that this house was very like homey and cozy. So I haven't really decided exactly what we're gonna do, as far as I really think that I'm gonna do like my bed here. And then have the end tables and then kind of decorate it like that. So we're trying to figure that out too. But hi babe.
What's up?
And then I will show you guys the bathroom, and the bathroom's gonna be huge. Okay, so this is the bathroom, and I love that it has like a his and hers side, and then obviously the tub in the middle is so freaking pretty. I just like the way it's set up. It's like very long and lengthy, so it just has a lot of room in here. And then you have like the shower and toilet separate with like its own door. And then the closet is ginormous. It's like a room within itself, which is awesome. So I'll definitely be figuring out what I want to do as far as putting dressers and like a little closet island in here, just to make it like, you know, nice, and be able to have all my like jewelry and glasses and purses and all that kind of stuff in there, instead of it being just kind of like spread out. So it'll be really nice to be able to have like room to do stuff like that. Right now, we're very, we don't have a lot of stuff, like room in our place. It's very kind of like cramped. So it's gonna be nice to be able to like do the little things that like I've wanted. So I'm super excited. This place it's huge, but it's like the perfect space for us. Like the rooms aren't too big, you know, we have plenty of space to do what we want, for it to be like, you know, nice and cozy and everything, but not a ginormous place to where like we're not gonna use any of it. You know, if family comes in, or if we have guests, you know, or whatever, we have plenty of space for them to come now, which, you know, family and stuff is super important to us, and they come visit us sometimes. So it'll be nice to have that instead of being cramped. Okay guys, we're gonna go through a couple questions that y'all have asked us. So the first question is gonna be, how long have we been dating?
I've been dating for 1.5 years now, since July 2024.
Yes. Yes, okay, so where are we from?
Where I'm from is, so I was born in Hawaii and raised in Texas since I was about 6 years old. After high school, a year after is when I joined the military, and I stayed in the Navy for 10 years. And most of my time I was spent in San Diego. And once I got out, I wanted to kind of do something new and kind of venture out a little bit. And so I decided to move to Las Vegas in September 2024, just about when we started dating. So try something new, all new.
Yes, and I'm originally from Texas, so born and raised from Texas. What's really cool is his family actually lives only an hour away from my family. So it's really nice every time we go back, and that's why, you know, we go back there for a long period of time over the holidays. It's just so we can go back and forth and visit each other's family. but it's actually really cool. There's actually a lot of similarities that we have. When, you know, we first started talking and seeing each other, we connected on a lot of things because, you know, we're both from Texas. You know, even though he was born in Hawaii, most of his life he was raised in Texas, and then his parents just happened to be, you know, so close to mine. And then obviously we're Frenchie lovers, Frenchie family, so it was really funny to know that we had the same dog, literally just one female and one male, same age, same color, literally they looked like brother and sister. It was so funny. So yeah, so that's just kind of like a little bit of background of us, but we have like all of those connections together. But yeah, I mean, I'm just born and raised from Texas. I lived in Florida. Now I came out here. That was the next question. So how did we end up in Vegas? So we ended up in Vegas because when he ended up moving out here, we had been we were going to be long distance, right? So we were long distance for quite some time. And it ended up just getting, you know, harder and harder for us, obviously, because of the travel back and forth, because I was on the East Coast, he was over here on the West Coast. So it definitely took a toll on us, not being able to spend as much time as we wanted, especially in the very beginning of our relationship. I felt like, you know, that's an important time. So it was a struggle in the beginning for us, but obviously, for me, it was worth it to come out here. Like, people always ask us, like, why did he move to Florida? To be honest, I really wanted to leave and try something new, like, honestly. And I knew for him, he really liked it here. You know, he has a lot of friends that are here.
Yeah, a lot of friends are here. Just the bodybuilding community is great. You know, obviously cost of living is amazing here too as well, and plenty of things to do out here. So. That's part of the reason why I definitely didn't want to move. And plus, Florida is just, the humidity is terrible.
He did not want to be in the humid area, which to me, I was so used to it from living there for so long. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, I lived in Miami, and then I ended up living in Tampa, and that was where I left from. So because I had lived there for so many years, like, to me, I didn't really realize it, but now when I go back and I visit, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I live in this? It was crazy. So just being here, obviously the weather's beautiful. Yeah, it gets hot, but I have been in hot climates my whole life, so that's not something that I'm not used to. So yeah, I mean, I love it here. I knew that the community with bodybuilding had been building and building, and whenever I would come visit him, like whenever I did the Olympia in 2024, whenever I came to visit him, I wasn't living here yet. I was just like in awe of just the growth that Vegas had. So just being able to kind of get a taste of what it would be like living here, and I was like hooked. I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do this. So I ended up deciding to come out here, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made, and obviously I get to be with him. So that's the most important thing. Okay, so what were the most important things to us when we were looking for, you know, a home? I had a few like non-negotiables. So that obviously was kitchen, like the not only the aesthetic of the kitchen, but I wanted a big enough space. So I didn't want to feel crowded. We're in the kitchen
all day, just
literally all day. So, you know, it's nice to have an area where you have like a really big island. That was something we were running into. Either the island was really small or none of the appliances were updated. And so I was just like, we need that because we cook 5, 6, 7 times a day. Like, we're always in the kitchen. So that was something that was like a non-negotiable for us. And then space. Space was like, we wanted like the square footage, obviously, more space to be able to like do things, and you know, we have our dogs and stuff like that, so we wanted more space for them as well, instead of them feeling so like cramped and crowded. So that was something that was really important to us, and a big closet because he has more clothes and shoes than I do, and I know that's probably hard to believe, but it's true. It's so true. Yeah. He's the fashionista.
I have all the stuff that wear the same shit.
He has so many clothes. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so we needed a big closet. I was like, we have to have a big closet because that's kind of been a nightmare for us. We've been using our guest bedroom closet, and even that has been like full. So that was something that was like non-negotiable for us, was a closet. And then obviously having his and hers restrooms, that was something that was really important to us because he has all of his stuff, I have all of my stuff. You know, we're very, what's the word? Cleanly? Cleanly.
I don't know what the word would be.
Okay, so this is the last and final question. What is our 5-year plan? And obviously, it's really hard to navigate that far into the future, but I do have a little bit, or we have a little bit of...
I mean, by then, we'd probably like to be back in Texas, just because I've been away from Texas and my family out there for so long, just from the military, and then, you know, me living out here now. So I'd love to be close to my family and, you know, be able to support whatever I have to do out there. Be able to see my niece, my sister, mom, dad all the time. You know, that'd be great for me. Obviously see Ashlyn's family too as well. Both of our families would be a big priority in that. And then, you know, we'd like to start a little family, a couple of little tangos going around.
Yeah, we definitely have that in our future. People, you know, ask that all the time, like, do you ever want kids? And I'll be honest with you guys, like, I truly didn't know before. I never really thought about that, or really, like, it's something that I had to have, because I know there's a lot of women that's something that they really, really want. And I was always like, when I find that right person that I want to build that family with in that future, of course, absolutely I do. And obviously I found that, and so definitely, you know, I'm 34 years old, and it's something that I'm still competing right now, and there's stuff that we still want to do together. Like, you know, there's a lot of travel stuff that we still want to experience. There's a lot of life stuff that we still want to experience. So, you know, we are set here for the next 2 years. That is, you know, for sure. And then after that, once that time comes, you know, we'll see where I'm at in my bodybuilding career. We'll see where he's at. You know, he's prepping this year and gonna, you know, get his pro card. He will do it this year. So I know that that's, you know, something, a huge goal of his that he's been working towards. So we still have goals, you know, that we still want to do before we think about, you know, moving on into that next chapter, into that next step. So for now, it'll be the next 2 years. We'll be here really working on our businesses, really working on our bodybuilding careers. And then once that, you know, 2 years comes, we'll kind of see where everything is at. And then eventually we will be in Texas. We just don't exactly know, like, the exact time frame, but it will be within the next 5 years, I would assume. Yeah. So family is going to be huge to us as far as making our own and being close to our family. That's something that's really important to us. So that will be in the next 5 years, I believe. So